Hi, my name is Arius, and today we're going to attempt to make the final descent to the end of the abyss. Yup, that's right. What is the end of the abyss? Well, if you still don't know, even though the game mode says that the abyss is endless, as soon as you pass the threshold of floor 150, the game will end your descent and kick you back to the abyss menu. So, why am I finally doing this? Well, if you missed out in last week's video, I told everyone about the difference between Abyss and Deep Abyss. The advantage of farming Deep Abyss is that the selections of monsters are much smaller and very predictable, meaning you only need a few sets of different gear tailored specifically to fighting these monsters. And once you're able to deal with them, the trip to the end of the abyss should be nice and easy. Kinda like driving a Tesla on a long road trip. Pretty much drives itself, right? So come along with me, and let's go for the ride and see where the end of the abyss takes us. I just finished off a War Master. If you end up with a War Master, it's kinda like a Lich. Most of the time, you only have to fight one of them. Actually, in the Deep Abyss, that's how it is. If there's a Lich on the floor, you'll only fight one. If there's a War Master on one, you only fight one. And if you know how to beat them, it's really easy. Here are the Dramoras. If you haven't seen that video from last week that tells you how to fight these monsters, make sure you go back, check it out. In that corner. I also went in as a two-hander, which really helped me develop a better playstyle for the arena. Really, it's all about knowing what to do in different situations, what skills to use. Now for fighting Dramora, it's pretty easy. It tells you right there, use a sword with frost on it. That kills these guys faster, so that's what I'm doing. I wanted to try to go ahead and do all of the abyss as a breacher. And, it's very possible to do. It's just, your preference. As long as you know how to beat these monsters, making the trip down, you know what to expect. So I'm going down to another floor. I'm gonna just stay in my Dramora gear because, well, that's probably what I'm gonna fight again. And take a careful look around these corners. Like, go slow. Yep, it's another Dramora. So we're already set for it. Block, ward, whatever. Dodge out of the way. I'm just gonna keep swinging with my two-hander. I've got 3 dodges available. They're not draining me, so I don't need to worry about that, right? There's no resource drain from these guys. So I just go right into it after I block them. There's that wall of fire. Try to stay out of it, still do some damage. If you're going into an attack, a lot of times these guys will just block it. So, if you have a dodge available, go for the big attack, even if you do get blocked, because you could just keep using your dodges to get out of it. Use your dodges to stay out of that wall of fire. It's pretty cool. All right, so finished off that floor, nice and easy. I still got a lot of health. Another trick to do is as you're making your way through the abyss, watch out in between fights. Like right here, here's a Lich. I'm gonna just pass him up. I don't need to, get all the shinies as I work my way down. I just want to get down there as fast as I can. Now, I wouldn't do this, obviously, if I was farming the abyss. So how do you fight a Lich? Well, they're pretty easy. A regular Lich, shock resistance, and 1 poison. Nether Liches like these guys, you're gonna need 2 poisons, and you'll see why right here. Use my dodge. I use a dodge again, but then I waste a dodge for some dumb reason. I think I hit the button wrong. And then there's the blind. That blind smacked me hard. And I wasn't wearing 2 poison resistance. I only had 1 poison resistance. So 2 does make a difference. And if you make mistakes like this, you can use a health potion. You can use a revive scroll if you die. It's fine. But if you're farming, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to waste those resources? That's the point of farming. So, if you're going to farm the abyss, make sure you know how to get through it without using your own potions or without revive scrolls. If you use a couple, that's okay because you're just practicing. You got to get better at it somehow. But yeah, just keep watching how I just swing through a lot of these attacks. Sometimes they'll put down a low block, and if you're a two-hander, just bam, swing through that and get those crits. You know, do a lot of damage. Hear me running again? Yep, just trying to stay away from these guys because you know sometimes they could be long fights, and I'm just trying to get to the end so I can show you what happens. It's very, very exhilarating. 144. So what do we got? Oh, Flame Atronachs. Pretty easy, but sorry, I bumped the mic there. My big O face, you know. I do things like that. Get a little excited, you know, I forget that there's a mic here. Sometimes I forget that I'm talking to people and just talk to myself like, wow. The Flame Atronachs, pretty easy, fight them like Dramoras. You know, put on your flame resist. This time I got out a breaching weapon because why not? You know, we've got some more floors and I don't want to go back and repair. So it's a good idea to carry some extra weapons. These, I should have used my breaching axe. I just realized that. It took me a lot longer to kill that Atro, but that's fine because, you know, I could regenerate some health while I'm staying out and dodging and not taking damage from these guys. Trying to dodge this dude here, and you can, you know, if you're just trying to skip and get to the end, why not? Now, if I wasn't trying to skip and get to the end and I was actually trying to farm, this is a great farm for gold chests, and even experience if you're still trying to level. You can do Abyss at lower levels as long as you have the right gear. Here we are, 145, 5 more to go, and I'm pulling in 34,000, 34k gold every level, or in this last level. More Dramoras, pretty easy peasy. Boom, boom, boom. What you got? You got nothing. Get out of here. And all right, 146. Damn, 41,000. And 10k XP, I'm telling you, this is the way to just level up, to rack it in, you know? More Dramoras. Easy peasy. What do we got here? Oh, we got some Skellies. 48k. Oh, and 12k XP. Block that. So with the Skellies, man, you got to be careful not to let them do that physical damage to you. As a two-hander, I'm just staying out of the way, trying to get out of their big attacks. So if they drop a Skull Crusher, Guard Breaker, you know, it hits hard. The Harrying Bash and the Reflecting, just try to block those. Really easy. I'm not using Lightning on these guys. I'm using Stamina. So Stamina Drain to keep them from hurting me. There's that Skull Crusher. I dodged it, but man, it still hurt a lot. Down to like that much health. Yeah, I'm not very good at fighting those Skellies because, you know, really blocking and draining them, just keeping them from doing their big damage to you is the way to get out of there. All right, so we got some Atros. Let's see how much I pulled in. From that last floor. Scrub, area scrub. There we go. 55k and 14k experience. That's nice. And here we are fighting these flame Atros and recovering a lot of health back. Why am I recovering a lot of health back? Well, I think this is where... Did I? Nope, I just changed my weapon. Go through... Easy peasy. Look at all that health I'm getting back because I have a lot of resistances to flame. And those dodges keep me out of the damage. That fireball, you gotta dodge that. Or you gotta block it or something, man. Because if you let that fireball hit you clean, it's gonna take away like half your health. Even with armor resistance. So, Absorb is a good one to eat up that fireball. Ward will take it nice and clean, keep you away from all that damage as long as you ward at the right time. Here we are grabbing another gold chest too. So yeah, the run from 140 to 150, you could pick up like 3 or 4 gold chests, really. There's that fireball. You saw how much damage that took off of me. You know, I was actually trying not to, I'm doing terrible here. He's hitting me so much damage. I wanted to try to skip them, but I was like, let's just fight them. But I really should have just skipped them, but it's okay. We're going into this other floor here. Oh, it's a lich. And I'm going with my flame sword, 62k and 16k experience. Oh, it's another lich. So I'm gonna make sure I have a little more poison resistance this time. Don't really have a good poison chest, so I'm gonna use some Lord's Mail. And really, Lord's Mail, you could make a good build in the Abyss because you could just keep recovering health with it. I was trying not to use it so I can show you guys that you don't need Lord's Mail to do the endgame Abyss. I'm going to use it anyway, you know, just to show that when you do have it, you can see how much health you get back compared to when I don't have it. So I'm fighting this Nether Lich. Look at this. Boom. That health is just boom. Just shooting up, man. Fill that health up. Fill that health up. It's so much easier to do Abyss with the Lord's Mail. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to keep it on and just run the rest of it in Lord's Mail. We're almost there, folks. Let's get through this lich. Well, bye, lich. See, it's so easy at this point. You know, if I get stunned, dodge out. Save it up a bit. My magic's regenning. There's a good crit right there. 2 good crits. Yep. Dodge is ready. Boom. Easy. Got me that gold chest. Let's get through this last lich. Boom, boom. Bye, guy. I'll see you later. Right. Bam. That was it. New record. 150. Wow, 69,000 gold. 69,000 gold. That is insane, right? So there we are, the end of the Abyss. It took me 16 minutes and 12 seconds. I got 28 kills and 69,000 gold. That last floor got me 17k experience. So if you think about it, you know, it's almost like 200,000, 250,000 experience for 10 levels of the Abyss. That's, you know, you need about 1 million once you're in like the higher levels. So if you really want to grind levels, drop into endgame Abyss. If you really want to get some gold, endgame Abyss. So there it is, my friends. I finally did it. I got to level 150 in the Abyss. Only going to use it now to grind these deep Abyss monsters because they're super easy. My name is Aries. I play games. Cheers, my friends.